Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back into the Must Be Two Sides podcast. I'm Mycole, and I'm here with my boy, as always, Ahmad. And we just, as always, want to thank you for joining us again. It's a beautiful day outside, beautiful day to talk sports, man. It's just been released, the international schedule for the NFL. And we got some big matchups. Ahmad, tell us a little bit about some of those.
So we don't know who's going to be playing the Chargers, but you got a game in Sao Paulo. That's in September, so it looks like that's going to open the season. So Friday Night Lights, that's going to be pretty lit. Not even gonna lie. Then your boys, the Steelers, in September 28th, they play the Vikings in Dublin. And then the Vikings, first ever, time that an NFL team will do this, they go two back-to-back international games. So I heard Kevin O'Connell say today that as long as they get that bye week 6, they're going to stay, out the country. So they'll go from Dublin over to London, where they'll play the Browns. And then that'll be, October 5th and October 12th in London. You got the Broncos and Jets. October 19th, you got the Rams and Jaguars. And then in Berlin in November, you got the Falcons and Colts. And then in Madrid, y'all are over the place. My goodness. Washington and Miami. Jeez. All right, Cole, tell me what it's like, man, when y'all go out the country, like to go play in these type of games. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I love Sundays waking up and having ball at 9:30 in the morning. Like, not gonna lie to you. That's lovely for me and my fantasy football teams.
And that's what this is all about. It's all about the fans because it ain't got nothing to do with the players. We go where we're told, and that's it. And man, it's obviously a part of the NFL's initiative to further the game. Like you said, they're everywhere. They're from Spain to South America to Germany, everywhere. Ireland is a new spot that the Steelers are going this year that they've never been, with strong ties out there in Ireland. But I've been to London twice. I've gone on these international trips, and it's extremely inconvenient for the players. Like we first of all, we sit on an 8-hour flight. That's just for London. I don't know the distance for these other cities. It may be longer, it may be shorter, but it's an 8-hour flight that you got to force yourself to go to sleep. You might have to take some sleeping aids or something like that. You got to force yourself to go to sleep on that flight. You wake up in a different time zone, so you really don't know what time it is when you get there. But as soon as you get there, straight to practice. Everything is very structured. Everything is extremely structured. In London, we did have a little free time. We flew in on Thursday. The game was on Saturday, so we had a little bit of free time on maybe the game was actually on Sunday, so we had a little bit of free time on maybe that Friday to go explore the city, and that was cool. But other than that, the food wasn't great. The practice facilities was terrible. The grass is all mucked up and muddy, so you're really just doing walkthroughs out there. And at least when I was there a few years back with Atlanta, the grass on the actual field wasn't that good. So this is a whole thing that just catered to fan experience and all about the fans and furthering the game. But for the players, we really just want to stay home and get the game over and be able to go straight home instead of having.
Of course y'all do. Of course you
do. Of course we do.
Right.
But this ain't really about the players. This is about the fans. This is about the NFL. This is about revenue, and that's what it does for the game. So I mean, it's just something you're asked to do, and you just got to do it and do your best at it. Because it sucks coming home on an 8-hour flight after losing. I've done it twice.
Hey, losing is tough. My thing is though, like, I get it. Like, y'all got to do a lot, especially in 3 days, But y'all get a bye when you come back, don't you? Like, don't you get a bye? You get a whole week off when you come back.
First of all, you might get a whole week off. You're at the whim of your coaches, so
right.
You usually do get a bye. But it's still everything that you had to go through. The bye, you go into the bye more tired than you would usually. So it's just something that is part of the game today that you have to do. But you've heard the horror stories about last year. I think they went to Mexico. 2 teams that are green, the Packers and the Eagles. You can't even wear green. You can't step off this this whatever they had you at because of what's going on in that country. So depending on where they're going, there's certain stipulations everywhere that you go, and it's just weird to have to. I tell you, NFL guys are so schedule oriented and so routine oriented that when you throw that in there and you mess it up a little bit, it's kind of frustrating. But it is, like I said, it's part of it. It's part of it.
I did listen to the Amon-Ra Brown Amon-Ra St. Brown podcast where he has with his brother, and they were talking to Xavier Leggett, talking about I think in what was it, Berlin, I think Germany, I think is where he said, and he said that the food was terrible. Said a lot of their players lost like 12 to 13 pounds.
Trying to go back though. I ain't never trying to go back though.
What's up, boy?
Because we went to a 5-star steakhouse, man.
Cause these folks ain't even know what lemonade was.
But Europe is like that. They don't. My dad said the same shit.
We had for lemonade. These folks bring something back. They like soda in it and some more stuff. Like it won't even the color of lemonade. So then we get our steak. Cause the steak tastes like they just put it on the stove one time, put it on the other side, and gave it back to us. Man, that shit was so nasty, man. I say no. Everybody on the team came back skinny than all the water. I'm telling everybody, like, boy, I done lost like 12 pounds, 13 pounds.
That's all that traveling, bro. That's not the food.
Nah, but we ain't eat
No, it
good.
cannot be the food.
I need the funniest story about the food that you tasted in London. Like, what was that experience like?
Man, first of all, the hotel food, the food that they're providing for us, it's something that you're not used to. Like they don't cook the same, they don't eat the same. Their breakfast is weird. Like it's not a usual breakfast. I don't even know if they eat eggs over there for real. It might be green eggs and ham, but but man, it's just going out and trying different things, bro. Like, and you order what you think fish and chips, and it ends up being something completely different. Oh, hold up, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. So I mean, it's just what comes with it. It's a couple days, you get through it, and you move on to the next.
Right, man. Good fan experience, good time to bring the ladies, right? Do y'all bring the families when y'all go, or is that a hassle?
I mean, it's definitely a hassle, but they gonna want to go.
Right.
The family they don't want to miss a trip to London. So hey, you gotta pay that extra bread, get them out there and have a good time, man.
Ooh, extra bread, man, just to go play a football game. Got to spend money to make money.